കൂട്ടുകാരെ, എല്ലാവർക്കും ഹിസാന വേൾഡിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം. അപ്പോൾ ഞാനിന്ന് നിങ്ങളുമായിട്ട് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് ബയോളജിയിലെ മൂന്നാമത്തെ ചാപ്റ്ററായ ലെറ്റ്സ് റീഗെയിൻ അവർ ഫീൽഡ്സ് എന്ന ചാപ്റ്ററിലെ നോട്ട്സാണ്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് നേരെ വീഡിയോയിലേക്ക് കിടക്കാം. ചാപ്റ്റർ 3 ലെറ്റ്സ് റീഗെയിൻ അവർ ഫീൽഡ്സ്. ഫുഡ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി. നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം ഫുഡ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റിയെക്കുറിച്ചും ഫുഡ് സ്കേഴ്സിറ്റിയെക്കുറിച്ചും കാണിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ചിത്രം ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിൽ കണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഈ അതിലെ ഫുഡ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റിയെ കുറിച്ചിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ എഴുതുന്നത്. ഫുഡ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ഈസ് ദ സിറ്റുവേഷൻ ദാറ്റ് എൻഷുവേഴ്സ് സഫിഷ്യൻറ്റ് ഫുഡ് ഫോർ എവരി വൺ അറ്റ് എ റീസണബിൾ പ്രൈസ് അറ്റ് ലീഡ് എ ഹെൽത്തി ലൈഫ്. അതായത് ആരോഗ്യകരമായൊരു ജീവിതം നയിക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള ഭക്ഷണം ഉറപ്പാക്കുന്നതാണ് ഫുഡ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി. ഇതൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചതാണ്. The relevance of food security ensures sufficient food for everyone. Food materials are made available to all at affordable cost. Everyone gets the opportunity to lead a better and healthy life. Ensuring food security for a better and healthy society where there is no poverty or health issues due to lack of nutrition is a necessity for a prosperous future. Food security is the situation that ensures sufficient food for everyone to lead a healthy life. It is necessary to ensure food security for a better and healthy society where there is no poverty or health issues due to lack of nutrition. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിൽ നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചായിരുന്നു റൈസ് പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ്റെ ഒരു ടേബിള്. അത് തന്നെയാണ് നോട്ടിലോട്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ വരച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. അത് വരയ്ക്കുക. ഇയർ rice production, area of land for cultivation in lakh hectares, production in lakh tons, population in crores. 1971 8.75, 13.65, 2.13. 1991 5.5, 10.6, 2.91. 2011 2.08, 5.69, 3.34. First question. What were the changes that occurred in the area of agricultural fields from the year 1971 to 2011? Answer. In 1971, 8.75 lakh hectares were under cultivation of rice. In 2011, it came down to 2.08 lakh hectares. That is, the area under rice cultivation was reduced to a quarter of that in 1971. Second question. What tendency could be observed in rice production and population growth during the period? Answer. The population has increased from 2.13 crores to 3.34 crores, an increase of about 1.21 crores, but the production of rice has reduced to less than half. Third question. Is this tendency desirable? Why? Reduction in the production of rice is not desirable. Food security will intensify. Through poverty, many health problems will be caused. But the slight increase in productivity is desirable. 2.7 lakh tons per 1 lakh hectare of land. Crisis in the agricultural sector. The obstacles faced by farmers today. Lack of space, soil that is not fertile, high cost of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, high cost of farming equipment, high wages, use of agricultural lands for other purposes, crop loss due to flood and drought, low cost of farm products in the market, high cost of production, environmental problems, exploitation by middlemen, fluctuations in climate, non-availability of farm workers, climate change, natural calamities, attack of pests, etc. lead to the loss of crops, fall in price of farm products, health issues, lack of knowledge about the modern farming techniques, non-availability of water for irrigation. Fertile soil, the basis of food security. Essential elements. About 20 different elements are required for the proper growth of plants. They are known as essential elements. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, etc. are examples of essential elements. Fourth question. What is the role of microorganisms in ensuring the natural availability of elements in the soil? Answer. The microorganisms play an important role in ensuring the natural fertility of the soil. When the organic waste decay, the soil becomes more fertile. The decaying is known as decomposition. Microorganisms like bacteria and fungi helps in decomposition. Fifth question. What is the need of testing soil? Answer. We can apply the right type of manure in the soil if we know which elements are present in the soil and which are not present. We need to test the soil to know this. We can avoid applying elements that are already present in the soil and save their cost. The acidity or alkalinity of the soil is a factor that affects plant growth. pH is an indicator that shows this property of the soil. By testing pH, we can know whether the soil is acidic or not. Then we can apply remedies. Soil testing is necessary to know the pH of the soil. Sixth question. Why does the application of fertilizers become essential for better crop yield? Answer. Plants need many essential elements for proper growth. Deficiency or absence of these elements will adversely affect plants. By applying fertilizers, we can make up for the deficiency of any element in the soil. Seventh question. What are the benefits of cultivating leguminous, that means pea plants, in the farmland? Answer. The root nodules of the pea plants contain nitrogen fixing bacteria. They absorb free nitrogen from the atmosphere and convert it into the nitrate and store it in the root nodules. The nitrate helps to increase the nitrogen content of the soil. Nitrogen is very essential for the plant growth. Eighth question. Name any 4 essential elements for the plant growth. Answer. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. Ninth question. Which organisms help to increase the fertility of the soil? Answer. Bacteria, fungi, algae, termites, earthworm. Microbes that provide fertilizers. Microbial fertilizer. Microbial fertilizers are substances that contain microorganisms which help to increase the fertility of the soil. The presence of microbes increases the quantity of various factors in the soil necessary for the growth of plants. 10th question. What are the microbial fertilizers used to increase the nitrogen content of the soil? Answer. Rhizobium, Acetobacter, Azospirillum, Azolla. Things to be taken care of while using biofertilizers. Ensure the availability of organic manure in the soil. Proper irrigation should be provided. Don't use chemical fertilizers or chemical pesticides. They will kill microorganisms present in the fertilizers. 11th question. What are the consequences of unscientific application of chemical fertilizers? The natural composition of the soil is lost. These chemicals destroy the microorganisms in the soil. This prevents the decay of vegetable manure. Chemicals dissolve in rainwater and reach water bodies. Thus, sources of fresh water are polluted. This causes health problems. We need to use chemical fertilizers again because those once applied will be completely used up. This is expensive and it raises the cost of production. To control pests. 12th question. What is meant by chemical pest control? Answer. In chemical pest control, we apply chemical pesticides which kill pests totally. Harmful effects of chemical pesticides. Chemical pesticides are poisons. They pollute the soil, water and air. They kill useful insects also. For example, if honeybees are destroyed, crops will not give good harvest. It is bees that pollinate these plants. There will be some insects that survive the pesticides. They will build resistance against these chemicals, so new chemicals will have to be applied to destroy them. Pests and their natural enemies. There are some organisms in nature that be harmful to pests. They are the natural enemies of pests. They affect pests in three ways, namely organisms that feed on pests, predators, organisms that cause the diseases in pests, pathogenic organisms, those are parasitic on pests. These organisms can be used in agriculture for pest control. Examples of natural enemies of pests: ladybird against aphids and scale insects, dragonflies against mosquitoes and their larvae, frogs against insects in rice fields, cat against mice, owl against mice. The harmful pests increases in number when their natural enemies decreases. Pest control modern technology. Controlling pests using ultrasonic sound waves. Destroying the reproductive capacity of male pests. Eggs will not hatch and multiplication is prevented. Using pheromone traps. Pheromones are chemicals sent out by organisms into the external environment. They will attract mates, show tracks, give warning, etc. Using pheromones, pests can be attracted and killed. Light traps. Light attracts pests. They are attracted to lamps and killed. Integrated Pest Management (IPM). It does not mean the total destruction of pests. It tries to prevent the multiplication of pests and to limit their number without loss of crop. Advantages of integrated pest management. The use of chemical pesticides is minimized and biopesticides are used. The method of using enemy pests and mechanical pest control are adopted. Thus, pest control is effected without damaging the ecosystem and the environment. The environmental pollution decreases by reducing the use of chemical pesticides. Integrated farming or sustainable agriculture. The method adopted to reduce the use of fertilizers and pesticides and to make once decaying matter a manure for another. Diverse crops are seen in the fields and no waste remains by adopting integrated agriculture. Advantages. The use of fertilizers and pesticides is reduced. Diverse crops are grown in the same field. Reduce the cost. The waste from one crop is used as manure for other crops. Thus, waste management is done at the source itself. In effect, no waste remains. Cultivation of food crops is given importance. This reduces market dependency and price rise. Biodiversity is conserved by growing native varieties. Waste management. Different ways of disposal of organic waste. Organic waste can be used for compost making, biogas production, fodder production, poultry feed production, fish feed production. അടുത്തത് ബോക്സിലാക്കി തന്നെ എഴുതുക. Organic waste can be scientifically treated by making compost. The cost of production of manure is minimized. Biogas is produced from organic waste. The slurry formed in the container is used as manure. Here, the waste treatment, manure production and the production of low-cost fuel are possible. The remnants from the crops and food manufacturing can be used for the manufacture of cattle feed, poultry feed and fish meal. Thus, the cost of production in those fields can be reduced. അപ്പോൾ ഇത്ര ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നുള്ളൂ പാർട്ട് 1. ഇനി ഇതിൻ്റെ ബാക്കി നോട്ട്സ് ആയിട്ട് പാർട്ട് 2 ആയിട്ട് ഞാൻ ഉടനെ തന്നെ അപ്ലോഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നതായിരിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ ഇനി അടുത്ത വീഡിയോയിൽ വീണ്ടും കാണാം. അതുവരേക്കും ഈ ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക, ഈ ചാനൽ ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തും ഷെയർ ചെയ്തും ഒക്കെ സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഇരിക്കുക. ബൈ ബൈ.